Three suspects are behind bars after a statewide manhunt. Skylar Meade, his alleged accomplice, Nicholas Umpenauer, and now Tanya Huber is the third arrest. Tonight, the case is making headlines across the nation. Many people are asking the question, why? Local News 8's Linda Larson is in Twin Falls tonight after the suspects were arraigned there earlier this morning. Linda, what is new with this case?
Yeah, Todd, what we're finding out is that a lot of the people in the Twin Falls area really were very frightened about what was happening in this. Now, the suspects were arraigned here at the Twin Falls County Courthouse today. Here's what we know. A third suspect, Tanya Huber, is also joining Skylar Meade and his alleged accomplice, Nicholas Umpenauer, behind bars. Skylar Meade is charged with escape of a prisoner and violation of parole. Nicholas Umpenauer is facing two charges of aggravated battery against law enforcement and one charge of aiding and abetting an escape. The judge set bond for Meade and Umpenauer at $2 million each. Tanya Huber had a warrant out for her arrest as well. Plus, she is facing new charges of possession of fentanyl and eluding. The third suspect, Tanya Huber, will have her preliminary hearing here in Twin Falls April 4th. In the arraignment, she asked the judge to release her so she could return to work and take care of her grandchildren. Of course, he did not do that, setting her bond at $500,000. Now, the neighborhood where police were looking for the suspects is just yards away from the Twin Falls County Fairgrounds, and that is where law enforcement actually was able to stage some of their vehicles and set up before that takedown. Fair employees telling us that it wasn't until later that they found out just how serious the situation was.
They basically called us. We didn't know anything was going on, and they called us and wanted to stage some of their vehicles and some of the buildings, and we still at that point didn't know what was going on. There's just a whole lot of law enforcement pulled into the fairgrounds in over about an hour period, and so we got some buildings opened up and they staged their equipment, and as far as and then a couple hours later they had the guys captured and everybody pulled out by mid-afternoon.
Because I don't think we realized the threat until then, because that was kind of after the fact of they got caught. There's been 2 homicides, and I know one of our crew that was out there by herself for a while that was like, oh, that would have been nice to know ahead of time, because she's like, well, what if they were on the fairgrounds, and because I heard that was a close call. They were here, left the fairgrounds, kind of drove in and out, and then the police chase was on.
Now, that police chase, of course, leading through several areas through Twin Falls. We talked to a lot of people, one of them at the Walmart that was an eyewitness when those police started to pull in, and talked about how frightening it was. Police with their guns drawn and cars all around as they took those suspects down. We also talked to the fair employees about what that was like, seeing all of those officers there. And many of them told us that they wanted to comment, but they didn't want to comment on camera because there is a fear of the Aryan Nation group, and that they may in fact have some repercussions from actually talking on camera. We do know, however, that Meade and Umpenauer will be transferred back to Ada County to face those charges there. And we'll have more at 6 o'clock from the community and how this tight-knit community is handling those charges. Reporting live from Twin Falls County, I'm Linda Larson for Local News 8.
All right, Linda, thanks for that update. Now let's proceed a little further with this. Idaho State Police has released the identity of the victims. They believe the 2 suspects drove north out of Boise area to Latah County and encountered James Money. The 83-year-old is from Julietta, Idaho. Also, March 20th, ISP began investigating the murder of 72-year-old Gerald Don Henderson. Detectives believe Henderson may have been acquainted with the 2 suspects. Now, I want you to look at this map. After leaving the Boise area, the Treasure Valley, the suspects drove north. Investigators say Monty and his dogs were taken and driven east from Julietta in his silver 2019 Chrysler Pacifica. Monty's body was found March 20th in a desolate area near Leland. The original getaway car out of the Treasure Valley, the Honda Civic, was also found. Gerald Don Henderson was found at his home in a secluded area outside of Orofino. Monty's dogs and a pair of shackles were located at Henderson's home. Look at this video. This picture shows escaped inmate Skylar Mead when he was arrested by Twin Falls police. The second picture here shows a stolen van owned by one of the murder victims that the suspects allegedly used to drive back to Twin Falls from the Panhandle. And finally, a picture of an Idaho State Police car that ended up in a ditch during the high-speed chase. And new video here shows law enforcement, including SWAT, Twin Falls County, Idaho State Police, even the FBI, just to name a few, followed a lead to a home in Filer. We do not know the connection of this home, but the 200 block of North Street was blocked for a while. It is near the Twin Falls County Fairgrounds. Now let's back up a little. Now, how it all started, how this all began. Tuesday night, Skylar Mead was taken to St. Alphonsus Hospital in Boise for what is described as self-injury behavior. Wednesday at 2:15 in the morning, Idaho Department of Correction officers were getting ready to take Mead back to the prison in Kuna. That's when a shooter, allegedly Nicholas Umpenauer, fired on the officers in the ambulance bay, injuring two of them and driving off with Mead. A third officer was shot by a responding Boise police officer. Everyone is expected to be okay. At that point, Idaho State Police put out the blue alert. You may have received one of these on your cell phone that morning. It was a description of Skylar Mead, Nicholas Umpenauer, and the getaway car, the Honda Civic. Both of the suspects are connected to the Aryan Knights gang and had overlapping stays at the Idaho Maximum Security Prison. It is unclear at this point if this incident is a gang-backed event. The focus now is investigating how Mead was able to coordinate this escape from a high-security prison. Governor Brad Little released a response to this case on social media, writing, quote, "Law enforcement officers deserve our gratitude for apprehending the two extremely dangerous men yesterday. We send support and prayers to the brave corrections officers who were ambushed and shot. Please pray for the victims of this atrocity," end quote. For all of our coverage of this story, you can find that on our website, localnews8.com, or you can download our app and take it with you.